Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Night of Champions 2014 review. This pay-per-view was not horrible. A lot of people are saying it was fucking terrible, fucking trash. There's a lot of people also praising it to the heavens. I am going to say right now that this pay-per-view was very middle of the road. There was some stuff on this show that was pretty good, pretty fucking shitty, and just a little bit of greatness, sprinkled here and there. Nothing mind-boggling, nothing earth-shattering. I still think that SummerSlam was a better pay-per-view overall. But let's just get right into it right here, right now. We start off with the opener, Goldust and Stardust defeating the Usos to win the tag titles. I still don't think that these teams mesh well at all. They just, this was their best match. It was better than their SummerSlam match, but it still wasn't that good. It was all right, but not the best. I'll be generous. I'll give it 2.5 stars. It got a little bit exciting at the end. A decent finish, getting the knees up with the roll up at the end. So it was an okay opener. Nothing boring or anything, but nothing too fantastic. The announcers are making like it's the best fucking thing ever. It's 2.5 stars. Not a bad way to open the show. It was nice and fast paced, but really these teams don't really mesh that well. And we'll probably see 1,000 rematches on Raw and SmackDown. Then it was Sheamus defeating Cesaro to retain the U.S. title. I give this match 3.5 stars. This was a fucking great-ass match. Great counters. Great fucking counter wrestling, chain wrestling, you name it. Sheamus had his A game on in this match, and Cesaro did as well. Just great moves from Cesaro and even Sheamus. And this was maybe the first match I ever seen that where the 10 beats of the Bowen, the fucking clubbing blows to the chest. That was the first time I think it was ever countered. And at the end, it ended with a bro kick, which is a little bit fucking cheap, I might add, right there. Especially since I think Cesaro should have won this match. Now, I don't think that he should be U.S. champion, but if anybody were to win this match, it should have been Cesaro. Cesaro really deserves a big win after just being in obscurity for so fucking long. It just ends with a fucking cheap-ass kick in the corner. Not the best finish. I guess you could say it's like a Sheamus barely won. He just hit his finisher quickly and just kind of stole a pin there at the end. But I gotta say, it should have ended better, and they should have just had fucking Cesaro win. What would have been the fucking problem having Cesaro win this fucking match? I would have rated it higher. If Cesaro won, I seriously might have given this like a whole star, a quarter star more, or whatever. Then you had The Miz defeating Dolph Ziggler for the IC belt. This match was complete fucking garbage. I will say this right now. It was fucking terrible. Without a fucking doubt. This was like just complete fucking trash. Sandow was acting like a fucking goofball on the outside. They get Florida Georgia Line to sit there on commentary, providing nothing. They don't know shit about the fucking product. They're sitting there. They're going on and on with the announcers talking about absolute fucking nonsense. I've heard fucking elementary school kids, have a more stimulating fucking conversation than what was fucking going on at fucking ringside, motherfuckers. This was just... And the action in the ring, they were barely even showing it. The camera was focused on Florida Georgia Line. Just because they were in fucking Nashville. Who the fuck gives a shit if they're in Nashville? It's a fucking pay-per-view! Get that fucking camera on the fucking wrestlers. This is your, order the network, guys. Well, okay, well, let's see the fucking wrestling then that's on the fucking network. We don't, order the network to see fucking Florida Georgia Line. I mean, for God fucking sakes. What was this supposed to be? This is a fucking IC title match. They want people, oh, it's over a dozen WWE Hall of Fame. If he says that one more time, for God fucking sakes, every single time there's a US and an IC title match. Oh, there's over a dozen WWE, yeah, a dozen, yeah, well, let me get a dozen bagels, a fucking dozen thing of eggs right there, motherfuckers. I don't give a shit anymore. IC title looked like fucking shit here. This match was fucking garbage. They barely even showed the fucking champion. And we barely even cared when the fucking champion lost his fucking belt back to the Miz, trading off the title. I guess that makes things interesting with trading off the title. It reminds me of Attitude Era with the quick belt switches, never keeping a champion for too long to keep it from getting stale. But for God fucking sakes, this match was just a fucking goddamn mess. Everything was all over the place. It was like, everything was just, it looked like a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon. There was 1,000 fucking things going on all over the fucking place. You didn't even know what was going on. It was like a fucking freak show. It reminded me of that movie Cool World, if you can remember that. From, I think that movie came out like in 95. And it was just, you'd see like fucking craziness all over the fucking place. It was like that shit. It was like some fucking cartoon on fucking crack. I did not like this match at all. It was fun. I'll give it, I'm giving this match a fucking dud. It was fucking horrendous, motherfuckers. It has to be seen to believe how fucking truly bad it was. Then Seth Rollins comes out. He gets the referee to count out fucking Roman Reigns because he's injured. Dean Ambrose returns. They have a brawl. It was a pretty good brawl, I have to say. Ambrose came back and he looked strong, so not a bad little segment there to make up for the complete fucking mess we just saw. Then you had Rusev defeating Mark Henry, and by God, was this fucking cheesy as fuck. Big Show's speech before the match was just complete fucking, just horrible fucking acting from the Big Show. You gotta do this for your country. Holy fucking shit. I never seen something so fucking lame before. That they're making a wrestling match that like the fucking fate of the world depends on the fucking wrestling match. Give me a fucking break. This match wasn't completely terrible, but it wasn't good. It was, slow as expected, a slow pace. You can see that Rusev, tried to get Mark Henry into it a little bit. It was a rough match. And we'll give it a star for whatever fucking effort they did put into it. And after the match, no one even gave a fuck. They're going around in the audience looking for fucking reactions, and people don't even fucking care. They showed one fucking like teenage girl, and she looked bored out of her fucking mind. I love when they do that. Why does the camera pan to people who look fucking bored and half asleep? Like, don't they know like who they're zooming in on? Some people just are fucking out of it. They zoom on people talking on their cell phones. Half their attention is diverted. Like, don't they even fucking know like how to work the fucking camera? They're fucking like showing that people are bored. This is something that you should try to get the camera away from. Then you had Orton defeating Jericho. And I see a lot of people praising this match online. And to tell you the fucking truth, it was pretty fucking boring to me. It was pretty generic by the number stuff. It looked like it wasn't very fluid. It wasn't like botchy or anything. But it just felt like very, very fucking rehearsed. Like, this was not like a natural match between two brilliant ring, generals. It just felt like it was there. And that, they kind of discussed a couple of things that they wanted to do, and it just really felt very flat. It was a very flat match. Orton went for the punt kick. I guess that's notable. A couple of decent counters. It looked like Orton might tap out to the walls of Jericho. But, the thing is, When the fuck is the last time somebody fucking tapped out to that move? You know, these submission moves nowadays, everybody gets to the ropes. It's very rare that someone actually taps out to a move. You know, this is supposed to be one of the legendary finishers, as they like to say, Walls of Jericho. Okay, well, why does nobody tap to it? I've never seen anybody tap to it in like fucking 3 years. Jericho never fucking wins with that move. This match was just, you know, it picked up at the end with some nice little counters and false finishes, even though you knew Orton was going to win. 2.5 stars, nothing too fantastic, nothing new really to speak of here. AJ defeated Nikki Bella and Paige in a triple threat match to capture the Divas Championship. This was a pretty good match, I have to say. Um, Very, you know, fast paced, and Nikki Bella showed me that she actually knows how to fucking wrestle. Couple of nice moves there from Nikki, so credit where credit's due. Not a bad match overall. AJ wins the belt again. You know, they're trading the belt on and off. I don't really, know why. Once again, I think they're trying to get a little bit attitude-ish with these constant belt switches, but it was a nice match. I enjoyed it. I give it the 2 3/4 stars. Pretty good match. Then in the main event, you had Cena defeating Brock Lesnar by disqualification. And this was fucking horse shit, motherfuckers. Let me tell you something here. You wait fucking weeks for a match to happen. There's shit build up for it. The fucking champion isn't even there. And then it just fucking ends in a disqualification. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Seth Rollins comes in, and for what fucking reason? It looked like Cena was about to win. Oh yeah, Cena always has to have that visible victory. Would it have been so bad for Brock Lesnar to beat him again? This time, Cena got in all his offense and everything. It was a pretty decent match. Even if it was just a collection of, FUs from Cena and not much else. But it was a decent match. Lesnar dominated most of it, but Cena did get in a lot of offense. So would it have really mattered if Cena fucking lost again? Would it have been the end of the fucking world? Maybe in Vince McMahon's eyes, but in everybody else's eyes, it would have been okay. No one fucking gives a shit if Cena loses. If Cena loses, people are happy. And it's to the fucking champion. It's not like he's losing to fucking Zack Ryder or the fucking Los Matadores. He's losing to fucking Brock Lesnar. He would have lost to Brock Lesnar. Instead, you get some stupid, dumbass disqualification finish. Seth Rollins looks like he's about to cash in. And after that, he fails in his cash-in attempt. And now Cena and Rollins are going to feud. And here's the fucking thing, motherfuckers, that pisses me the fuck off about this. I'll give the match like 3 stars for effort. It was pretty exciting. Fucking Cena got tossed on his neck probably even harder than he did at SummerSlam multiple times. Decent match here with a fucking dumbass finish, though. But we all know that Cena is going to bury Rollins. It is so fucking obvious here. I mean, did you see the end of this? Cena, comes out of this looking like $1,000,000 at the end. Rollins is going to get his ass fucking buried. Just like they did to the past Money in the Bank winner, Dolph Ziggler. Cena is going to fucking bury his ass. And we all know this is going to happen. And, they're going to have their next event, Hell in a Cell. Cena is going to fucking bury him. He's going to look like trash. So even when he does finally fucking win the belt, it's going to fucking like fall on deaf ears because, Cena's going to make him look like fucking shit. And this is the thing that fucking kills me, is we know it's going to happen. We know that fucking Cena is going to bury him. It's so fucking obvious because Cena's got to get his revenge. He's got to get his revenge, guys. Holy fucking shit. I mean, really, this is what we have to look forward to the next couple of months. Um, Rollins is gonna get buried by Cena. Holy motherfucking shit. Anyway, this pay-per-view wasn't that great. You had a lot of shit. Miz's match was fucking terrible. Rusev and Henry was just fucking moronic. There was no reason to build it up as much as they did. Um, everything else was at least decent. I will give it a 6.5 out of 10. Um, I could be generous and give it a 7. Maybe I'll be nice. I'll give it a fucking 7. It really wasn't that bad. For the most part, I sort of enjoyed the show. There were decent matches on it. Um, like 6.75 out of 10. Something like that, around that age range. I don't know, motherfuckers. I didn't hate the pay-per-view. I, enjoyed the majority of the matches up to a point. There was nothing too mind-blowing. Sheamus and Cesaro was the best match by far. So there you go, motherfuckers. Alright, passable pay-per-view that wasn't as bad as I expected. Alright.